ready for true happiness, for deep fulfillment, for feeling alive, on purpose, and in control of your life again? It's time to be the bold, brilliant, beautiful woman you were born to be. Welcome to the Purpose Girl Podcast. I'm women's happiness and life purpose expert Karen Rockkind, and I'm going to teach you how to live on purpose, feel alive, and be happy in every aspect of life. I'm going to get real about my life and interview women who are living on purpose so that you can finally live yours. Welcome to the show.
Hello, 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 my purpose girls. Oh, have I got a show for you today? Oh my goddess. I am just like juiced up in every cell of my body. Wait until you meet my guests. So when all of you contact me about purpose and about my programs or groups or just like, help me with my life, I always hear two different sides of purpose. One, some of you contact me and you say, I don't even know what my purpose is. Like, I don't even know where to start. After having my kids, I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even know if I speak English anymore. I don't own real pants anymore. Like, I do not know who I am. And so I don't even know where to start. Like, how do I figure out my purpose? And then on the other side, I also hear from a lot of you, oh, I have a dream. Like, I feel like I know what I'm here for. I have this big dream, but I can't seem to get myself to do it. Like, I'm just stuck. I'm paralyzed. I'm stuck. I can't. And like, you'll tell me you know all the things to do, but something is just stuck in you. And here's what I promise you, sister. No matter which or if one of these descriptions fit you, I promise that you can be, you are, you were born to be the goddess on purpose. Because if you're listening to this podcast, then you already are telling the universe, I'm a goddess on purpose and show me the way. Or else you wouldn't even be listening to this. So what I promise you is that the spark that's within you, the spark to either have purpose and figure it out, or the spark that's within you to go and just do the damn thing, is meant to be set on fire. And that's what we're going to do in today's episode of the Purpose Girl Podcast. I have the two perfect guests who are going to give you that spark of hope and some how-to steps and give you that knowing that everything that's in your heart and soul is possible. These two women are soul sisters of mine. They are clients of mine. They are goddesses on purpose who are out there lighting this world up with their glorious genius. And each one of them came to me from one of those perspectives. And I want them to be able to share with you their journey so you know it's not just me sitting here and you're like, yeah, but Karen, blah, blah, blah. She went to that master's program. No, I want you to hear from them. So let me introduce my two guests to you. Deahna Byrd-Taylor is a holistic health practitioner and coach. She began the work on herself and her family after receiving several medical diagnoses that she was told would impact her life forever. She made the decision to change the narrative of her life by living holistically, caring for her mind, body, and spirit, and she changed the status of her health. She healed herself. Therefore, she is passionate about sharing her story, experiences, and practices with the world so that people have the knowledge and ability to keep themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually well with the most safe and natural approaches. Deahna is Reiki 2 level certified. She has her certificate in applied positive psychology, and she's gone through the Goddess on Purpose course and is currently enrolled in my Empowered course. Deahna, welcome to the Purpose Girl Podcast.
Thank you, Karen. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited too. And my other guest is April Codd, the sexy, sassy vixen herself. She was a corporate worker turned stay-at-home mom and now turned entrepreneur. After spending years stuck in a rut, anxiety-ridden, and in a rough depression last year, she was able to pull herself back through lots of mindset and internal work, along with being in Goddess on Purpose. She's found herself again and what truly lights her up. by digging into her joys, passions, and pleasures. She has been able to find her voice and now shares her wisdom about loving your body and being in your sensual and sexual and delicious body, no matter the shape, size, age, stage of life. And she helps other women feel comfortable, beautiful, and sexy in their bodies, just the way you are. April, welcome to the Purpose Girl podcast.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to have you two here. It's so juicy. So juicy. And because we can just like kick back and have a whole sisterhood like conversation, and it can just like, we'll just have fun, which is so good.
Yes.
So good. So April, I'm going to start with you because there's often that first step, right? Like Deahna came to me and already knew like I'm a holistic health practitioner. I'm just not doing the thing, right? And you, April, came and you were like, I don't even know who I am anymore.
Yeah. So, I was completely stuck just doing the day-to-day normal thing. I would take Bryson to daycare, drop him off, go to work, pick him up, come home, maybe spend 2 hours before dinner, put him to bed, and that was my day. And there was nothing fun or enjoyable about it. Mm-mm. And I was just really stuck and I didn't know where to go from there. So when I heard Goddess on Purpose, I didn't even know what purpose was.
Oh, I love it. It's not even like I don't know what my purpose is. It's like I don't even know what that word means. What are you talking about?
So, I just felt like I had to jump into it, but yeah, that's where I was.
How are you even following me? I don't even know that. Was it through the podcast?
I think you did something for International Happiness Day with Live Happy like a few years back. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that's when I started following you.
Got it. So you didn't even know what purpose was. You just knew like something's not working in my life.
Yeah.
And when you were stuck in that, you mentioned feeling like anxiety. Mm-hmm. What was going through your mind like every day?
I had anxiety about everything. After Bryson, I had postpartum depression and I was given medication, but I didn't like the way it made me feel, so I chose other options. And I was just trying to work through it all like on my own. There was really no one I could talk to about it or share things with. It's not something that comes up in normal conversation.
And it should.
It really should. It needs
so many women go through postpartum, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was hard. So I was journaling and trying different things, anything I could find on the internet. The anxiety, I was anxious about everything, even in my normal day-to-day stuff. Like ever since having Bryson, even things that didn't used to make me nervous or scared made me nervous and scared. Like I'd leave the house freaking out about the straightener. If I left it plugged in, I'd freak out in the car. Like I was just anxious about all these things. Flying, like I was never scared of flying before, but now I'm all of a sudden like terrified of it. Like literally anxious about everything. Like it was just, I was so tight.
Wow.
And stuck.
Wow.
That's how I felt.
Yeah. My goddess. Like, I just want to give you a hug. I know you're not there anymore, but yeah, this is something that we do need to talk about as women, that postpartum is a real thing.
Yeah. And
it totally messes with your nervous system, which maybe later in the conversation, Deahna, you can address because I know you know all about it. And but it leaves you here, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, and like the sense of like, you don't even know who you are anymore.
Yep.
All right. Deahna, you were someone that when you joined Goddess on Purpose, you're like, I know my purpose.
Yes.
What were you doing?
I was doing a little bit of everything, and I'm one of those women who got lost in, kind of like April, the everyday life. I got lost in my children. I got lost in my husband, and it was like, well, what about me and my dreams and, what I want to do? And then even after I, say, okay, I'm going to do that, how do I do it? I mean, I have anxiety, and then, there's a time barrier, and then there's the what ifs, the self chatter. What if this doesn't work out? You've never done anything like this before. Who are you? Like, who are you to be a holistic health coach? There's thousands of others out there that are great. Like, so there was like all of that self chatter going on. And so, Karen, I had been talking to you a little bit off and on over the years, and when I came across your Goddess on Purpose program, I did a little bit of research. I was on your page, and I read everything, and I said, I think this is really what I need. And so I joined the Facebook group, and I really just got so much from the Facebook group, and I knew that I needed more to help get me off the ground, to help build up that confidence that I knew that I needed to pursue my dreams. I just felt that I wasn't well equipped to do it without some help.
Oh my gosh. I know that one I have the same thing. What's interesting, all of you out there, we were having a little girlfriend chat before we started taping, and we were talking about the anxiety, right? That we can be filled. And here, all three of us have had anxiety. Right?
Oh yeah, it's so real. It's so real. And I don't know if you've ever dealt with a person that can just say that it doesn't exist, that doesn't have it. Oh, God does it. None of us want to have it. Like, we're not walking around just like, oh, I love my anxiety. We all want to get rid of it, but it lingers, and you really have to find a way to work it out of you. And I can't tell you how much progress I see in myself. After working with Karen and going through Goddess on Purpose, and now when you're empowered course, do I still have anxiety? Absolutely. But I'm doing the damn thing anyway. And Karen, you taught me how to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I still have the anxiety.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's like, here, I've been doing this for 8 years. And I find that whenever I level to go to the next level, I level up, whatever is the next bigger thing, that anxiety monster comes back and says all the things that you say, Deahna, right? Like, who am I to do this?
Yeah.
There are other people doing it. They could probably do it better.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. What if you fail? Mine is like, you're going to look stupid. You are stupid. All of those things.
Yeah.
And, I've been thinking a lot, and I think I'm going to do an episode on what I'm discovering now is social anxiety, which no one would think I have social anxiety because I seem to be an extrovert, but I'm actually half extrovert and half introvert. I'm like right on the line. And my social anxiety comes in the fear of being embarrassed and humiliated. And so that can be what stops me. And so I too have needed, like, the only thing that's gotten me to be able to live my purpose with that has been having sisterhood.
Oh, yeah.
Having a coach, a mentor, and then at some point ripping off the Band-Aid and just doing the damn thing.
Exactly.
Just been like, right? So you each came from these different perspectives. And I would love to know, like, as you look back at what we did in Goddess on Purpose, or even what we're doing now, what are some of the things that really have led you to where you are? And maybe we should even dive a little bit into where you are. April, would you share with everybody what you're doing now? Because it's so juicy.
Yeah. So throughout Goddess on Purpose, I found myself, I say, because I don't feel like I've changed. I've just found who I really am inside. And that is being a sexy goddess. And
she is. You should see her right now.
Oh,
she
yeah.
is like so, and she's like in this off the shoulder number that's like, I think leopard skin or zebra or something. I can't quite see. And she's got like her little bra strap coming out, and her hair is like so over one shoulder. And we're talking about a mama of what, a 3-year-old?
yeah.
And she inspires me. I put on the lipsticks. I'm like, oh, I'm going to see April. Like, I know she's going to inspire me to put the lipstick on, right? But that's who you are. And it
is.
like, I see you now, and I know who you were at the beginning of class, and it boggles my mind. You're right. This was always in you, but it was like covered up or something, or it was forgotten.
Yeah, it definitely was like you think of what a mom should be, or what you see on social media or on TV or different things, and you think of what that should be, but and then you put yourself down, and that's, I think, where a lot of the depression came from. So when I started finding her and feeling into her through Goddess on Purpose, I just was able to like bloom.
It's like amazing. So you used to be really down on yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one well. Maybe we should all share. What are some of the nastiest things that we used to say to ourselves? I'll go. Mine used to tell me I'm a loser.
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell myself I was ugly all the time. Mm-hmm. Not worth love.
Mine just used to say you can't, and then give me a list of reasons why I couldn't. Like, mine is a monster.
Yours is like an attorney, right?
Yeah,
like,
she's like, you can't.
Let me make the case for you. These are the 1,700 reasons why you cannot do that.
Oh, she's horrible. She's just... Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's quite brilliant at building a case, I guess.
Yeah, she is. She's good at that. Maybe I can try to use her to my advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's actually one of my favorite exercises that we've done together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The exercise
like, I'm sorry, Karen. You just got me excited with that. But it's like, how can I turn all of the I can'ts into I cans, and what can I do? So like the checklist of all the reasons for why I can't pursue my dreams. It's like, well, I do have a couple of hours in the day that I'm free. I can dedicate some time to that. I can, make some calls. There's so many things that I can do. And, all the I can'ts just kind of shut those down. And I did learn that in the Goddess on Purpose course. And again, these are just things I'm so grateful for, because you don't know if you can come up with a lot of these things on your own, without that support and without that sisterhood. And that's really just what Goddess on Purpose gave me.
Oh, that means so much to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's been so fun. We did an exercise where each of you made a list of what else is true. And all the reasons why you not only can pursue your purpose, but like you have to. I think, April, you were the first one to do it.
Yeah, my homework assignment.
Oh, yeah.
You made a list of like 50 things, I think. I think that's what I assigned you, right?
Yep.
How did it feel for you? So the assignment, so everyone is clear, is April's mind wanted to tell her all the reasons why she couldn't and shouldn't be the, sexy diva, circle holder, woman's empowerment coach that she is. And so the assignment was 50 reasons that you should, right? It was answering the question, what else is true?
Yep.
How did it feel to do that?
At first, I felt like a struggle. Like I have trouble saying all the good things about me. So at first, sitting down, I was like, oh, geez, I don't even know where I'm going to start. But then it just all of a sudden like started flowing, and it felt really good to just like let it all out and like read it back and receive all the good things that I could tell myself.
Do you happen to have that list with you?
Yeah, on my computer.
All right, can we hear some of it?
Yeah.
April, you even have a sexy voice. You're like a kitten.
Doesn't
you're like
she? It's so
oh my gosh, you're like a little
sexy.
kitten. I know, and she puts her fingers under her chin like in this sexy little.
I love it.
Okay. Just start reading through them.
Yeah, we want to hear.
Okay. So, 50 reasons that I am the right goddess to teach about sensuality and loving your body. Because I've hated my body, because I've learned to love my body I have, because I am curvy and can show how to love on your curves, because I've felt anxiety about almost everything, because I've lived in fear in so many ways, because I've learned the magic of gratitude, because I'm a sexy goddess, because everyone should feel the way I do about themselves, because I have learned how to not be the mean girl to myself, because I've found what I desire in my body, because my purpose is to inspire others and feel amazing, because self-celebration is amazing, because women never celebrate themselves, but they need to, because I learned firsthand what it feels like to celebrate myself, because I was lost after becoming a mom, because I felt like I had to be a certain person, because I felt subject to being what society thinks you should be as a mom, because I learned I can be hot and sexy and a mom, because I learned I can be it. I think that's my favorite one.
I think it's my favorite too. Oh my God, this is so good. Like, I feel like I could listen to this all day long. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, Deahna, you also made like a what else is true list, right?
did.
To fight off your demons.
I did. I don't have it in front of me, but I do remember some of them. And I think some of the things that I said were the things that I am versus what I'm not. And because I am very knowledgeable in holistic health, because I have lived holistically healthy for 10 plus years, because living holistically healthy works. I also am certified in applied positive psychology. I am working on my certification in holistic health. I have a degree in education, and I love teaching. That is another passion of mine. And holistic health is my hobby. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. And I'm really good at it. And it took me a while to be able to say that out loud. You know, like, I am good at this. Like, I just downplayed it for so many years and just minimized the fact that I really was knowledgeable. And I just started saying out loud, I'm great at this. I'm so good at holistic health. And, you know, just being able to really feel into that and embrace it and say, you know, it's okay to brag about you knowing stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goddess. Thank you. Yes. It's
Yeah.
okay to brag about knowing stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like, April, you said the same things in your list, like about self-celebration. You know, as women, we don't often talk about ourselves, and we've been told that it's wrong, it's arrogant, it's not pretty, it's rude, it makes other people feel bad. And it's like, no. If we know what we're good at, then we know what we're good at. Right? Like, then it's not a lie. It just is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a thing, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is, the thing about purpose is we're not saying these things just for our own benefit. We're also saying these things, right? Like, April is sharing her genius, Deahna sharing her genius, I share my genius in service of helping others live a better life. Right? It's in service to something larger. That's what being a goddess on purpose is. It's towards something bigger. And I think that's that's huge.
That is so huge. I'm sorry, Karen.
No,
I'm just
no.
really feeling this.
I love it. Are you kidding? I love it. So I'm curious now that you're both out there and starting to really put yourselves into the world, what would you say to a woman who is where either one of you were, right? So April, there's a mom out there listening who's like, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't even know, just nothing's working. Or Deahna, someone's listening and they're like, I wish I could take steps forward, but I'm too stuck. What would each of you say to her?
I would say to her, take one step.
Mm-hmm.
Do one thing. If that one thing is getting a journal and writing down your thoughts about what you want to do, that's one step. Just take that first step, and then that kind of motivates you to take another. You know, you feel like, I've got this thing I'm doing. I want more of it. I mean, when you think about your purpose, it makes you feel good. It makes your heart feel great, and you crave more of it. So, for example, with you, Karen, I decided to do Goddess on Purpose because I think on your Facebook page you did a video, and you gave us all a challenge. I think it was a take one step challenge. And for me, that first step was doing a video. I had never done it before. I was anxiety again, right? And I was super nervous, and I'm like, putting myself in front of a camera and speaking about what I know is just something that freaked me out.
Right. You're like, Karen is crazy.
Yeah. I was like, is she serious? Like, she just wants me to do it? And you're like,
what?
Yeah, I do want you to just do it. And I did it. And that's where this started. From one video.
From one video. You know, it's been so fun to see you, Deahna. I remember you doing that first video. And I remember you even saying that you like taped it a few times and like, sat on it and you weren't going to do it. And then when you were so nervous to put it out there, tell us the response.
The response was overwhelming in a great way. And it was unexpected. I got so many likes and loves and so many comments and of people saying they wanted more videos. And people even said I was good in front of the camera. I was like, what? Now you're just flattering me. But I mean, it was just so many positive responses. And again, that made me want to do more.
Right. And you are so good in the video. Is she not,
you.
April? I mean,
she's amazing in the video.
So amazing. You're so beautiful. You're so authentic. You're so knowledgeable.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I tell her, just do one thing and just do it. Just do it. And that'll be her motivator.
I love that, you know, you guys know I'm totally about like, just do it. We're going to go do one thing. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And we do something else, but you're just going to do one thing. And that one video, it was so fun to watch you, Deahna, because I remember going to look at your video and then there were, I don't even know, dozens of comments and people like, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. And then even more recently, you did another video asking people, who wants to work with me, which was so freaking brave. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And they responded.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that amazing? It's like you're sitting there and you're stuck. You're paralyzed. You're like, how do I move forward? How do I move forward? And then all you had to do was like tell people. And then they're like, yeah, I want to work with you.
Yeah. And I mean, here I am. I went from last fall terrified of posting a video of myself online to, today being super excited and preparing for my next one. I'm like writing things out and I'm excited and I'm getting my lighting together and I'm just at this point in a matter of months because I took one step.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And the taking the one step, Deahna, was like the elements that supported you. It sounded like you needed me to tell you to go do it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to all of you out there, go do it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what role did like the sisterhood play for you in that?
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I need to talk a little bit about connections because, for you, Karen, I know like many women that meet you, I mean, must have the connection that I felt. It was instantaneous. I mean, from the moment I met, and I just kind of knew you'd be in my life for longer than we expected. So, I started working with you, and then in your process, expressed to me that, I mean, to everyone, that you're going to get this powerful sisterhood when you do this program. And what you leave with is, or at least what I left with, was a home. Because, in this process, in this program, you're going through it together. And it's definitely a shared experience, having that sisterhood. There's something magical about us all coming together and on the same vibration and on an individual mission, but also simultaneously on the same mission. And it's just so powerful. I didn't expect it.
I love how you just said that, Deahna.
Thank you.
It's like you came for your individual mission, and when you step back, we're on this larger mission of like goddesses all over, right? Like
100%.
moving forward to change the world together,
Yeah.
right? Like, and each one of us has a different part, and it requires all of us doing our parts.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so good.
And you
so
feel
good.
that. You feel that.
You do. I know it. I love it. I'm so honored to hear you say it. And so, April, a woman who's out there and she's like, I don't even know what day it is. I just know something's got to change. What would you say to her?
I'd say give her a great big hug and choose her. I mean, working, it's what I did. I didn't have a ton of time. I was working. I was taking care of Bryson, trying to be a good wife when I wasn't extremely tired. And I had to sit with myself and kind of just give her hugs and tell her everything was going to be okay. And then I had to make the conscious decision to choose me. And that's where Goddess on Purpose came in.
Oh, okay. This is so good. These women are genius, right? Everyone, please write this on a sticky and put it, by your bed, where you brush your teeth, everywhere. I just had to make a decision to choose me. That's really where it starts.
That's all I did.
Well, it's a big thing you did, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not easy to do.
It's not.
Yeah. Talk us through what that felt like to make that decision.
When I first signed up, I was really excited. And then the nerves and anxiety would roll in, and then I'd be excited. I mean, it was like, I was bouncing from one end of the spectrum to the other.
This is amazing. What did I get into? This is amazing. What the F did I just do?
Yeah.
Who are these women? I hate them. I love them.
But, I mean, it was, I say, like, last year was really, like, choosing me. And it's not even, it's not me first, but it's me too.
Oh.
Like I get to be a part of it. So it's just, that's my thing, is just choosing me.
That is a great tagline, and it's true. I mean, you all know. I think everything comes down to two words, and those words are "I choose." Right, and it's what are we choosing in this moment? And I love where you're going with it, April. We just have to make a decision to choose me. And I could just hear Deahna going, That's how you always know a woman says something good, when the other women go, It's the best thing about sisterhood, is hearing the moans and the groans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, And it's not choosing me first, it's choosing me too. My whole body relaxed with that, April. That gives such permission. Because there's so much out there saying, do you first, put your own mask on first. And all of us who are moms are like, but I got to take care of the kid, And you're offering, hey, choose me too. And I love that the course gave you that. And I love that you're sharing that you were nervous and you didn't know what the heck you got yourself into. And then you were excited. And you actually signed up for the DIY version first, didn't you?
I did. And then I was just, I think like in your Purpose Girl group, we were like having to do videos every single day or some challenge you had us do. And after that, you offered Goddess on Purpose, and I'm like, yep, I'm going to have some of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I think it's the same thing that Deahna was talking about. I guess I
Same.
should do that challenge again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That
But
challenge was amazing.
Yeah. And the anxiety was still there, because I almost like didn't even go to the first Zoom call. Like, I was like starting to freak out and like panic and like, what is sisterhood? I mean, I don't talk to my sisters to begin with, so.
Wait, I don't talk to my real life sisters. You want me to have more? What are you talking about?
I'm like, maybe have a couple girlfriends, and I'm like, you know, to me, the like girls are catty and like don't get along very well, and like, so that freaked me out.
Yes.
And it was just a lot, and I really did almost like not even come to the first class just because I was freaking out and had like anxiety brain, and my husband was like, no, like, you signed up for this. And I'm like, yeah, I know I paid, but it's cool. And
you're like, what? It's already paid, so whether I go or not doesn't matter. It's
right.
He's like, no, you need to go.
But he was
I love
like,
him even more now for saying that to you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. So this is so good, April. I'm so glad you brought it up, because sisterhood is scary.
So scary.
Right? I think we've all had sisterhood wounds, whether that's from birth sisters or that's from girls in school or whatever. And like you said, your experience of being with other women and other girls was catty. It was like The Bachelor, you know, like it was all catty. And what shifted it for you then?
The group of girls in Goddess on Purpose were just, I mean, it's like a whole nother level of like girlfriends. Like, you can be happy, you can be sad, and everyone's holding you and letting you feel what you need to feel, but are still there cheering you on at the same time. Like, letting you be your real self and knowing that it's okay to be that, and just giving you permission to feel and be wherever you need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Deahna, what's your thought on that?
I'm agreeing 100% with you, April. It's the safest space that I've ever been in, and it's funny to say that because, you know, with COVID and everything, we weren't able to physically gather, and yet I can still say that this is the safest space that I've ever been in, and it kind of felt like, you know, like I had said earlier, it's just like this magical connection, because we're all here because, you know, purpose. You hear the word purpose, like, well, I want to do that. We all come because we want to do that. So that's one thing we come knowing about each other, and you just naturally, you know, you want that support, and you crave it, and you want to give it. And I keep saying the word magical because, you know, when you get onto the call, it just, the feeling just overcomes you, and you're just like, I'm in this sisterhood and I feel safe, and then you actually do. The women really do just hold space for you no matter what, and it feels amazing.
I freaking love that. I that means so much to me because it's what I aim to create. You know, and I aim to create it because of my own sisterhood wounds, right? Because of when I was a little girl and feeling like I didn't fit in, and feeling like the popular girls were over there, and feeling like anxious and sweating a lot when I was around them. And so, you know, for me, creating sisterhood has been a turning pain into purpose. Kind of a thing that I want to create sisterhoods where every woman feels welcome and that she can bring her whole self and share everything and be held and loved exactly who she is. So to hear you guys say this, it just is, I don't know if you heard me go, wow, you know, because I'm really receiving what you're saying. I'm just so like grateful and honored.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I know for me, I can't move forward without that kind of level of sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it is so scary when I'm about to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need other women who love me exactly as I am, who can hold me when I'm freaking out, like, oh my God, I'm about to do this thing, I'm about to do the damn thing, and who are cheerleading me. Like, I've realized that that's really the secret ingredient for me to live my purpose.
And clearly me too.
Yeah.
Because here I am
Right.
doing the thing
Right.
after the sisterhood. So yeah, I completely agree.
Exactly. You know, it's why I also called the program Goddess on Purpose and not just on purpose. There's a difference in doing it in the feminine.
Mm-hmm.
That we do it in sisterhood, and we do it. We dress in costumes, right, girls, for some of the classes. Don't worry, not the first few classes. Once we get into it, more like you dress up like Joy, and you dress up like But that a few in, and we dive a lot into the feminine aspects of inspiration and joy and wisdom, and the deeply feminine, and that's something that's so different. So we want to hear, like, tell us exactly the things that you're doing in the world now. Like, April, I know you're putting something out. Deahna, you're starting to put something out. Share.
I'll go. So what
You will. Way to step forward.
So what I am doing in the world right now is sharing my knowledge on holistic health. And the reason that I say holistic health, and I said this several times in the videos that I've already posted, holistic health is important to me. And I feel like it should be important to everyone because it looks at the whole person. And I feel like we're in a time now where, it's just, go to your doctor's appointments and take your medicine and that's it. And there's just so much more, in my opinion. There's so much more. You can do so much more than that and just feel fulfilled and healthy and great. When you not only take care of your physical body, but when you're taking care of your mind, when you're taking care of your mental health, and when you're taking care of your spiritual health. It's like those things exist alongside your physical body. And when you embrace them all, acknowledge them all, and care for them all, your body, just functions at optimal capacity. And I've just been through so much in my life with my own health, and I'm living proof that when you shift and start taking care of your whole self, your quality of life improves drastically. And I'm so passionate about sharing that with people who don't know that and who don't know how to do it. And so I'm out there doing it. That's what I'm doing now.
And people may not know what holistic health is. Like you just described that it's the whole being, spiritual, emotional, physical. And for someone who's listening and they're like, does that mean food? Does that mean supplements? I guess you really look at all aspects when you work with somebody and doing different assessments.
Absolutely. So we'll talk about nutrition and we'll talk about fitness, like all of the things that you, again, would talk about with like a regular typical wellness coach. But we're also going to talk about like how you're mentally doing and how you're checking in with yourself and how the mental part of you is interacting with the outside world. And we're going to talk about the spirit, and that's kind of mystical. Like, what is that? And that's something that everyone has to discover on their own. And I kind of help you tap into your own spirit and just see how intricately it works with your physical body.
Delicious.
Thank you.
And April.
Yeah, so I am very passionate in helping other women feel connected to their body and feeling sensual and sexual and feeling really sexy and comfortable in their skin. I never used to be, and finding this side of me and the way I feel like every woman needs to feel this way about her body, and know that it's not like the way you dress or your body type or the or number on the scale, but it's really like the attitude and state of mind and mindset and all the things you think. So I'm really passionate about sharing that, and I'm really excited.
I just love you both so much. You're doing it, right? You're doing the damn thing. I mean, that's what I'm so proud of you. And right. And like now you're in one of my more advanced classes. And so I'm really forcing you to go out in big ways. But each one of you, it's like, April, you left the Goddess on Purpose course and you did actually, while you were in it, you booked a boudoir photo shoot. You started doing erotic dancing, like, right. It's like I just witnessed in both of you, even though you're doing, this is what's cool, I think, about the class and the work that I get to do is like you're each doing something entirely different and you came in entirely different stages and you left each doing the thing that was that's your thing to do in the world. And that's what I'm just loving so much. Okay. So you guys know I love asking my guests questions at the end, the Purpose Power Play round, just random questions. You guys down?
Yeah.
I'm so down.
Okay. So I'm going to start with you, April. You're top of my screen. So, okay. So a book every woman should read.
I mean, the first book that comes to mind is like Slight Edge.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I don't know. I like it. It's like a personal development kind of book.
I haven't read it. Sounds good. All right. For a woman who's out there and she's curious, but she's been sitting on the fence about Goddess on Purpose, what do you tell her?
I tell her to just do it. Every woman that I have talked to in the course that has done it, none of us regret it. It's like the total opposite. We're all on cloud nine and doing our thing out there. You want to do this. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity. You want to say yes to yourself like April and I did.
I love that. April, what do you say?
I say the same thing. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I cannot thank you enough. I am so proud of you guys. I cannot even, you goddesses are amazing. I mean, here you are. You're both moms. You're both wives. You're both busy. You have a lot in your life and you chose you, as April said. You paused, you stepped back and you just did it. And even though you were so, anxious the first night, you still showed up. And then look where you are now. Totally clear on who you are. Anxiety is gone. You said the depression is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's freaking unbelievable.
It's amazing. Like, I've never felt this good ever.
That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Oh my gosh. So happy, happy, happy. And you're out there and you're doing it. And I'm so freaking proud of you. So proud of you. I'm so proud of you both. All right. You know what you got to do. Okay. Goddess on Purpose. The doors are open. We are starting soon. Get your cute tushy over to goddessonpurposecourse.com right now and go sign up. And then you can be like April and Deahna out there living your purpose, putting amazing things into the world, starting that as a business or starting your own gig, whatever that is, and feeling amazing and feminine and beautiful, maybe even doing a boudoir photo shoot like April, like everything, plus having women in your life who will be with you for life. So with that, my love, get your booty into Goddess on Purpose, goddessonpurposecourse.com. We are so excited to welcome you and open our arms into the sisterhood. So excited. With that, my love, a few purpose power tips. Here's what I heard. Number 1, make the decision to choose you. That's right, from April. Number 2, take one step, from Deahna. Number 3, have women who are supportive and cheerleading and will love you exactly as you are, right with you. 4, have the mentorship that will support you in getting off the dime, getting unstuck, loving yourself again, and living boldly, happily out there on purpose. So We hope you loved this episode of the Purpose Girl podcast. Of course, if you did, head on over to Apple Podcasts right now or wherever you listen and leave your 5-star review. It literally takes you 1 minute and is so helpful for women finding us all over the world. Of course, share this episode with every woman you know. Let's get every woman living as a goddess on purpose. With that, my loves, may you live purposefully. May you love yourself and may you love life. Bye for now.